Started working with him. As an artist, he started doing his thing as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And shit, he got a little notoriety. Then he lost his damn life. I don't know if it was drugs or what happened to him, but he started to get real, like schizophrenic and hearing voices and just all kind of crazy stuff, man, to the point to where I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to like distance myself from him. This dude was crazy. Like, I got kids around, I'm fending for the safety of my kids, not me, because I kick his man.
The city of Cleveland, which rests in northeast Ohio, has always been cast under a cloud of darkness. In a city without many opportunities and a crime rate that is 423% higher than the Ohio average and 307% higher than the national average, one could say that its residents are almost destined for failure. Without much to hope for, most Cleveland residents cling to its sports franchises. From our football team, the Cleveland Browns, to our basketball team, the Cavaliers. No matter the record, we love our teams. Most of the country couldn't understand the city's pain when on July 8, 2010, LeBron James announced he would be taking his talent to South Beach. A whole city mourned because he wasn't just taking his talents to Miami, he was taking a disenfranchised city's hopes with him. As Clevelanders, we don't have much, but what we do have, we hold on to. Our biggest sense of pride, however, was born on the east side, at the intersection of 99th Street and St. Clair, known as Glenville, in a place where the crack epidemic laid waste to some of our best and brightest, and wino sip fifths of Wild Irish Rose like it was the thing to do. Charles and Linda Henderson would give birth to a son, Anthony Henderson, that would have a major hand in giving birth to the next evolution of hip-hop. This is Steelers Spotlight, and on this episode, we are shedding the light on Anthony Henderson, known professionally as Krayzie Bone of BoneThugsNHarmony. So Krayzie, were you born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio? Were you born in Cleveland?
Yes, indeed, born and raised in Cleveland. My father is originally from Mobile, Alabama, and my mother is originally from Georgia.
How old were you when you first got that bug to start rapping?
Man, I was young, but it was like, after I got out of 6th grade and went to 7th grade, that's when I started to become like more into the hip hop.
How did your family react when you first started rapping? Like, who was moms? You know what I'm saying? Who was your dad? You know what I'm saying? Was everybody kind of tripping?
Oh no, my parents wasn't really with the whole music thing at first. You know, they was strict. You know what I'm saying? I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so they really wasn't with the whole music thing. They encouraged me to do other things, but you know, the draw for music was just different. You know, I was just infatuated with music, and once I got stuck on it, that's just what it was.
When you were young, you were locked up for a little while. What was you locked up for?
I was locked up for doing dumb shit.
Doing dumb shit?
You know what I'm saying? Just shooting a witch by mistake. Although I didn't actually go to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? Went to jail for having a solo shotgun, receiving stolen property, and a whole bunch of shit. I only like 18 months old again before that.
How did that time shape you as a person? Did you come out like a little different after that?
Man, I wouldn't say I came out different. I came out focused. You know, shit, I knew before I went, jail wasn't the place to live. He just fucked around and went. But shit, I knew when I got home, you know, I was gonna focus more on like pursuing the music thing. And, that's exactly what I did.
Y'all was kind of like the first and the last group to really come with a unique style. You know, you think about it now, man, there's a whole bunch of rappers and different people like that, but everybody kind of sound the same. Y'all was kind of like the first group to really come with that different sound, man. How did y'all conceive that? How did y'all birth that?
Man, it just really came over, it just developed over time, you know. It came from us being around each other so much every day. You know what I'm saying? Just writing with each other every day. We were just up and writing at any time. When we was barely walking through the hood or going somewhere walking, we would always be rapping or freestyling or whatever. So the whole style just developed over time from us just being like, you know, so tight knit and together all the time. We all came up together from a very early age. You know, our parents knew each other. Our grandparents knew each other, our parents knew each other, and then, you know, we met each other in like in junior high in 7th grade. I'm at Lazy in the Southern area, Lazy and Flash.
I remember, man, getting that first project, man, you know, Faces of Death. And I actually bought that, man, before y'all even came out with the thing. You know, it was just something. I got a brother that bought like every album that ever come out. Anything with rap, he can't forget. How did y'all come out with that, man? Like, who put that together?
We all had an input in that, man. We were working with some local cats out of Cleveland, you know, and man, those was our ideas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Lazy done one of the tracks. I had a hand on one of the tracks. We all had an input on putting it together, so.
Career-wise for you guys, man, you put the name out there even more?
I mean, it basically took it to our limit in Cleveland as far as the local scene.
Oh, for sure.
Because after we did that album, we was very well known in Cleveland after that.
Who would you say your biggest supporter was at the time up there?
Man, shit, just us. Niggas wasn't really fucking with us like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just us. Like, we was our biggest support. We made everything happen for ourselves. We met a whole bunch of people that like sold us dreams and had us jumping through hoops, you know what I'm saying? Making us think they was gonna do this, but you know what I'm saying? When it all came down to it was just us.
And on the original Crossroads, man, you talk about one of your fallen comrades named Wally. Who was Wally and what did he mean to you?
Man, Wally was like one of the, he was actually like a group member. He was like a 6 member in Bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was always with us. He was like our biggest supporter. I could say he was one of our biggest supporters. He used to give us our rides. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to be at the studio with us all the time. And he was just hyped, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't wait till your album come out. Unfortunately, he passed away before our Faces of Death album came out. So, yeah, he was a real close friend.
And you know, speaking of Crossroads, man, what happened to the original version of that song, man?
Man, I don't know. They stopped putting it out on the album again. I don't know. You gotta have the very first copies ever sold to have that version.
Everybody, man, talked about that infamous bus ride, man, that y'all took from Cleveland out here to California, man. Can you take us back to the time when you guys first decided that you would go ahead out west to try to get something popping? Like, who was going through your head, man?
Man, we was just like, you know, like I said, I had just got released from prison, and we was just like, now is the time we gotta go. We can't spend no more time out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying? We're getting in too much trouble, it's taking too much time out of our lives, so we gotta make this move now. So we decided to, you know, come out to California. I've been on my own on the street for many years before then, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I was on the streets at like 16, so it was like, I was been doing my thing. Couldn't nobody say nothing to us, like, we was gonna do what we was gonna do.
Yeah, it was kind of like that was your destiny. Look how everything turned out.
Exactly.
How did you feel when you first stepped off that Greyhound into this California soil, man?
Man, I thought the Bloods and Crips was gonna kill us. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? You hear all the talk, and you know what I'm saying? You see the movies. So, you know, it was a little on the edge, but you know, once we got here, it was just like, I mean, you know, when we first was riding through into California, into neighboring states, and we started seeing those huge ass mountains, that was something different in itself. But to come here and be in California, it was, man, it was crazy. It was a crazy feeling because we had only seen this shit on TV.
Where did y'all first touch down at?
Man, LA Greyhound Station.
The LA Greyhound Station with all the hobos and everything?
LA Greyhound Station, that's where we came. And we had some people that fleshed them out here. They met us at the Greyhound Station, picked us up, took us to the house, you know what I'm saying? We smoked, ate. We smoked some California stress for the first time. That shit was way powerful in Cleveland stress, I tell you that.
And man, so y'all out here, man, pretty much on your own, man. Y'all just kind of got a camera stick to come out here, man. How did y'all survive initially?
Man, Man, we was out here just doing whatever we could do. Applying for welfare, whatever we could do, hustling. On the low though. Because we wasn't really in our atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to get caught up out here. So it was like, we did what we could do. But we was hustling on the low, just like hitting licks or whatever we could do. The people that let us stay with them was a dude named Don and his girl Dina. They let us stay with them. They had a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was what, 4 of us and 3 of them, so it was like 7 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was rough, you know what I'm saying? But they looked out for us. They let us stay there. Then we moved to Visalia for like 6 months.
Oh wow!
Because Flesh and his people, they had some hookup to where they get an apartment out there. They met some dude out there that used to be a race cars. That white guy, his name was Jerry Rice.
Oh wow!
And man, he used to help us out a lot, man. He used to like bring us food. He used to try to take us to get jobs. Mm-hmm. But dude had told us, he told us if we wanted to get a job, we had to cut our hair. I'm like, come on, son. We can go ahead on with all that.
You ever think about, man, I'm gonna take my ass back home?
Man, the only time I felt like that is when we was hit for that earthquake.
And when the earthquake hit?
That's the only time I was like, you know what? To hell with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can try to make it back home in Cleveland. For real, you know what I'm saying? I see what he was thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's time to go back. Like, there's some different shit. I ain't never felt the earth shake before. We didn't care who we met.
So it was just been like, Easy was the lucky one. He had that winning letter. He had that winning ticket that day one.
Yeah, we wanted to be Easy. You know what I'm saying? That was our dream, but we was like, if we don't meet him, hey, we'll take whoever.
Was there anybody that y'all bumped into before Easy?
Tone Low.
Y'all was at Tone Low?
We actually walked to Tone Low's house.
Wow.
So the people we were staying with, they live like 10, 15 minutes away from them, like walking. And they told us, they was like, I need to walk to Tone Low's house. He throw parties all the time. His house right up the street, da da da. So they gave us the address and we was like, walked over to the nigga house and rung the doorbell. His manager came outside. Tone Low came to the door. He was looking out like smoking a cigarette. He never came downstairs. Like, he was looking out like, these niggas at my door. You know what I'm saying? His manager came out, gave us his number. We talked to him a couple times. He told he was gonna do this, do that, and never done nothing. So that was that.
Man, Tone Low really needed that push thing because he kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Man, we actually came out here, we kept calling the record label. And the secretary had him call us back one time. I rapped for him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, he was checking out the shit he heard on the phone. And then we found out he had a show in Cleveland, so we hustled up money to get back to Cleveland.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, met him backstage and he brought us back to California. It was unbelievable for a long time. Even after we were signed and riding in the car with him, we were still tripping like, yo, this is unbelievable. We riding in the car with Easy, going to the studio, rapping, he rapping on our song. Man, it was crazy. Because I know we started working and doing stuff before contract was even brought into play. We actually didn't sign the contract until right before we did the second album.
Oh, wow.
I mean, right before we did Eternal.
Wow, so somebody could have came in and scooped on Bone if they had their business cap on, didn't know somebody could have came and got you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, man.
Shit, we wasn't, but we weren't trying to go nowhere though, but we was good.
Now, a person, man, that I always say, man, was like almost like a 6-member Bone was DJ Unique. Did he come up with that sound with you guys? Because it seemed like that sound was tailored, man, to the style of rapping that y'all got.
Man, when we first met DJ Unique, we had a lot of ideas for our music. already, and we hung a lot of melodies and the way we wanted our beats to go for the first couple of tracks, and he did it, and we just had a connection. He understood the sound. Him and a couple of other people, you know, they understood the sound, and he just kept bringing us crazy ass beats. You know what I'm saying?
Thuggish Ruggish Bone, man. The hook was simple, but it was so catchy and it was different too, you know, from the music and everything else. And you know, when I heard Homegirl say Cleveland at the end, I was like, oh man, you know, this is dudes from Cleveland, you know, in Cleveland, we hold on to everybody that we love, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like, how did y'all come out with that record, man? Did you have any idea it was gonna hit the way it did?
No, we weren't even thinking about it. We were just happy we should have a record out. We didn't know what it was going to do. We weren't even thinking about like the reaction it was going to get. We was just so amped up the fact we finna have an album coming out on Easy's label. Mm-hmm. We was just like, whatever. For real. I know I was.
That's crazy, man. And you know, the girl that was on that hook, man, on the song, her name was Tasha. How'd she get on there? 'Cause we heard Tasha then and didn't hear nothing else about her after that. What's up with Tasha?
Man, Tasha, old girl, she actually walked into the studio that day and sang that. We didn't even know her. We was in the studio recording, and we all went outside to take a smoke break. We were smoking in front of the studio, and she walked past. She was walking up the street, and she was like, "Is this a studio?" And we was like, "Yes." Yeah, it's a record studio. She was like, "I can sing." So then we was like, "Shit, let's hear you sing." And he was like, "Hold on, come inside here. Come inside the studio." And then we, cause we had a hook that we had wrote for Thuggish Ruggish Bone that we was gonna say. And then we told her to say like, "We're making you sing this. It's for Thuggish Ruggish Bone." And she went in there and started singing it. And Easy was like, "Yo, record her right now." We just recorded her right there, bro. She was saying this shit like, bro. But shit, she walked in off the streets.
Did y'all talk to her after all that better? That was it.
Oh yeah, we talked to her for a long time. I think she had like a deal with Ruthless. She would put like a single out. She did a remake of the song "It Got to Be Free." Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had a deal with Who's Ready for a minute out. Now it's crazy because she recently just reached out to me on Instagram, so it's good.
How soon after that EP, man, the Easy come to y'all and say, "Look, man, it's time to make the album"?
Shit, it wasn't long after the EP because we went back to Cleveland. He was wilding out. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I need y'all to come back to Cleveland because y'all get in trouble." But he had the prize back, you know, the beat, fresh. All that started in Cleveland. We on fire in Cleveland, so it was like, we wasn't trying to leave. But you know, we still had to get that album, so we was like, yeah, let's do it.
And y'all kind of came to Ruthless at the time, man, really when Easy kind of needed y'all the most. Dre had just left. His group had just broke up and everything. Did he ever express to y'all how important y'all was to the label?
I mean, oh yeah, definitely. You know, and we know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew we was his key to coming back, to making that comeback. You know what I'm saying? Even that too. You know, that was his main focus of bringing his label back powerful. And he was in the midst of talking to his group members about a possible reunion.
So Easy was actually talking to Dre and them about getting back together?
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, a lot of people don't know that, man. They thought it was just all fusions. You watch that movie, that make it seem like Easy and just fell off and everything. I was thinking that couldn't be true because he had BoneThugsNHarmony credit. And I think Bone was selling more records than them cats was.
I mean, he definitely was excited about what we were about to do. We hadn't even got started yet when he passed away, so.
Did you notice any kind of like troubles with Easy and Jerry at the label at the time?
Man, we didn't notice nothing until they told us, until Easy told us it was problems.
Oh man, so let me ask you that, man. Like again, I know that's like sad times, so I don't even want to like take you back really to all that stuff right there, man. So Easy, he was in the midst of firing Jerry and everything, right?
Yes indeed.
Oh man, and like, you know, it seemed like he was real close with y'all, like he hung out with y'all, like he was just like, with people, I've met Easy one time, but never really got to hang out with him like that. He seemed like he was just a real regular dude, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, but he used to come hang out with us, like, kick it with us all the time. Man. Like, he was definitely a down-to-earth dude, man.
Oh man, look, and you know, it's like, man, everybody I knew, because we got a lot of mutual friends, you know, like DJ Bobcat and different things. Everybody I talked to tell me that they saw Easy like a couple of months before he passed away, and he didn't even look sick.
Yeah, definitely. Man, that's what everybody said. You know what I'm saying? He looked regular, normal. Wow. That's been everybody's account.
Yeah, man. So what was your, do you remember what you was doing at the time that you found out he actually passed away?
Man, I was in Cleveland, sitting in the house with my girl at the time, you know what I'm saying? I saw him on the TV news. Nobody told us nothing. All we knew is Easy had disappeared. A few months prior, we hadn't heard anything from him, seen him, talked to him. They called us into the office one day, gave us our royalty checks. We bounced, moved back to Cleveland. You know, setting up shop in Cleveland, and man, like I said, that thing I know I saw the news that he passed away from AIDS.
Oh wow, man, that had to be a shock kind of like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, man, so you know now Easy don't pass away. His wife Tanika's running the label. How did they change everything?
Man, we really didn't know what was gonna happen with the label. We didn't know what was gonna happen, you know, like to us. We thought, you know, it was over. As quick as it started, it just over just that quick, you know what I'm saying? So, we didn't really know until we got the call to have a meeting, and then Tamika wanted to talk to us. So, there was supposed to be some big meeting. And then we heard that she got rid of all the acts on the label. All the acts that Easy had, except for us, and like MC Ran, and I think like one or two other people.
Oh, so she cleaned house.
Clean house. Wow. Easy had a lot of acts, she cleaned house.
Whose idea was to start BoneThugs?
Man, that was our idea. Like, we always had that idea from the jump. Usually after we get on, we start a label, put out artists, do solo albums. That was always the plan.
Oh, that was dope, man. So, you know, Bone was the biggest group without a doubt at the time, man. Y'all was the biggest group in hip hop, man. Were there a lot of different labels and distributors trying to get at y'all when y'all first put out there that y'all was gonna do more Thug records?
No, yeah, everybody.
Everybody, huh?
Everybody. Everybody you think of. From independents to majors at the time.
Man, tell me a label that might surprise everybody that y'all almost came close to doing some business with.
Rap a lot.
You almost did something Rap a lot.
Yeah, Rap a lot. Run with us with Def Jam. Tommy Mottola. Like for real.
Oh wow, so y'all had the big fish, Jay Prince, Tommy Mottola, and all them.
A lot of people, yeah.
Oh wow. And what made y'all want to go on Relativity, right?
Yeah.
Well, what wound up making y'all take the label over to Relativity?
Man, I don't know. Honestly, that shit was so long ago, bro. And all that shit is like a blur to me. Like a blur. All that shit is like a blur. I don't know what made us do it today. Mm-hmm. They had to be talking the right money.
You in the executive seat, man. How was it dealing with artists who were your homeboys at one time, but now you their boss, so to speak?
Man, it was cool. Like, the whole camp was cool. It was mellow, laid back. Everybody got along, you know what I'm saying? The whole thing was cool. The whole thing is cool. I feel like we had a lot of artists that, just like we said, they were our friends, and they really wasn't, they really started doing it because we was doing it. It really wasn't like no childhood dream or no stuff.
Y'all was kind of trendsetters.
Oh, yeah.
You guys had one of the first white rappers, Powder.
P.
Tell me how you met Powder P and how you came, you know, because he was a different dude.
Man, this dude Powder P came to my house one day. Well, I was living in Aurora, Ohio. And he actually came to my door and rang my doorbell. And my wife at the time was like, ready to shoot me. Like she wasn't playing. She was like, you know, who's this white boy coming to our house just ringing our bell asking for Krayzie ball? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know, this little dude got nuts. And so he was just talking to me, you know what I'm saying, talking about how much he loved hip hop, Sadie rap. He was a big Bone fan, he was a big Tupac fan. He was like, his birthday was on the same day as Pac. I'm like, okay, yeah. But they get the people ringing my damn doorbell. You know what I'm saying? So dude just like kept coming around, like I was sitting in the neighborhood. And then you know, I talked to him one day and he told me a story. He was like, some crazy story from, he got shipped out here from Memphis or something, from Tennessee somewhere. And he was staying with his attorney or something. I'm like, so when we opened up the office, I was like, shit, we need somebody to do maintenance in the office. So I asked him if he wanted a job. And so every morning before I went down to the office, I would pick him up and take him down to the office. And man, he used to work, he used to bust his ass in the office. Like every morning he used to have the office like giving people coffee, just working the merchandise, doing the street team, like folding posters. Like, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where he earned my trust and he started standing in the office. We gave him the keys, he would open up the office for everybody, you know what I'm saying, like, hand that bitch running. And then he became an artist, so started working with him. As an artist, he started doing his thing as an artist, you know what I'm saying, and shit, he got a little notoriety. Then he lost his damn mind. I don't know if it was drugs or what happened to him, but he started to get real, like schizophrenic and hearing voices and just all kind of crazy stuff, man, to the point to where I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to like distance myself from him because it was, you know, it was to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, like this dude was crazy. Like I got kids around, I'm fending for the safety of my kids. Not me, because I kick his motherfucking ass, but you know what I'm saying, like fending for the safety of my kids, like for real. Like I had like a house in Miami, the artists used to come stay at the house, kick it, you know what I'm saying, and go to the studio one night. So he was down there for a while. Man, he was doing shit like, you know what I'm saying, he would take all the knives in the house. First of all, he moved in the closet.
He moved in the closet?
Yeah, he moved his little baby shit in the closet. He took all the knives in the house, put them under his pillow. He was just doing crazy shit, man, so it was time for me to get up out of there.
Wow, man. Let me ask you this, so you get rid of the dude, did you see him anymore afterwards?
Man, I saw him a few times. I saw him like we was on tour one time and went down. I hadn't saw him in a long time. And I had heard he had been inside of a mental institution for a while. And they said he was out, so I'm thinking he out, and he's gonna be normal. But when I saw him, he was normal for like 5 minutes. Then we were talking crazy. Gave me a gift, brought me a gift, a big ass box with a whole bunch of Buddha statues. Buddha statues and like Buddha books. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on?
That's in the power area, man. And you went over there, we go back and get back on track now. We put out this successful killer album, man, and everything is blowing up. You put out another album. That album has good results. Then everything kind of just come to a halt. What happened over at Loud Records?
Man, shit. I don't even know. I was just trying to figure out. They got shut down. Sony came in and shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Steve Rifkin was, it's crazy because I even asked Steve Rifkin if they was gonna shut the label down. He kept telling me, no, we good, He was just lying to me. And you know what I'm saying? Sure enough, the label got shut down. I don't know why they shut it down, but somebody wouldn't do what they're supposed to do over there. That's what I heard. They're spending too much money, blowing too much money off, They got shut down, but it was like, to me, it was never really no structure over there. It was like, to me, people just showed up to work over there, and projects was all over the place. Wasn't no structure.
Oh wow! So they just happened to have this real amazing music. They had you over there at the time. They had Big Pun, Wu-Tang Clan, so that Mobb Deep. They had some cool acts. Zippy was over there.
Mobb Deep, shit, MOP, they had 3 6 Mafia over there.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that, man, y'all on 3 6 Mafia traded some bars for a minute, man. What was that all about? Just some young nigga vibrato?
Yeah. I don't know if we never said anything about 3 6 Mafia on wax. It was just like talk. I don't know, Busy or somebody might have said something, but I don't know if he really went to wax.
Well, I know they threw a little barb out there.
Yeah, probably did.
They threw a little barb out there, but that was like some little kid stuff. Was y'all real cool now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How was being in this business, man, impacted some of your personal relationships?
Man, shit, it's time consuming. You gotta be gone for a long time. This job consists of traveling and being gone for a while, so it's a catch-22 to it.
Yeah, always, man. Be careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
And I know you're a very good father, good husband. How do you balance being a husband and a father and being an entertainer all at the same time?
Man, you just gotta keep a balance, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, you just gotta make sure you stay focused on balancing yourself, not letting one thing outweigh the other. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be balanced. Can't spend too much time doing this over this. Everything has to be balanced.
At one point you talked about time for music. Where were you at in your life at that point?
I was cool. It was just like, just wanted to fall back for a minute, do other stuff.
It's like that sometimes. Your music, man, has always had a lot of spiritual overtones. How important has it been for you during your time in this industry to maintain your spirituality?
Man, it's very important to do that, because especially when nobody else is doing it. So, we still have an attraction, a platform out here, and people is listening. You have to, because everybody else talking about shit. For real.
What demons have you had to fight being an artist?
Man, every game you can imagine. Like, man, all of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you always fight. You always fight things. They always coming your way. Like, whether they're in the form of women or money or whatever. Alcohol, you always fight.
You had a real serious health scare, man. And that's the same disease that took Bernie Mac from
you. Yeah.
What was your first reaction to finding out that you had that disease?
Man, it was like, like the media was like hyped it up a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? I honestly have never had it to the point to where my life was in danger. Like the media, like hyped it up, had it like I was about to die, it was the end of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my case is not as severe as a lot of other people's. And I heard some background to what caused Bernie Mac's death, and it was like, definitely could have been avoided. He was not even supposed to die from like what he had. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's just a matter of like just taking care of yourself and making sure you stay on top of it. Like, for real, you just gotta take care of yourself and change a few things you do, like smoking and when you eat and all that stuff. But those things you gotta do anyway when you start to get older anyway. So it was just about that time.
Yeah, because I noticed you don't smoke no more. So you look like a healthy man. You look like you got a whole bunch more living to do and everything, man. What's next on the horizon for Anthony Henderson?
Man, just doing a lot of things, man. You know, I got a podcast called Truth Talks. You know what I'm saying? We're working on films. You know, we got a cannabis line I'm launching, CBD line I'm launching. You know what I'm saying? Just doing a lot of things, man. Working on a bone biop pick. And man, just working on a label with a whole bunch of becoming artists. Krayzie. So man, still in the mix, man. Doing music, just working, just doing like a lot of different things.
Yeah, you don't look dead with 25. You still look like a little kid.
Man.
What's up as far as music? Do we expect some new music soon?
Oh yeah, man, got some solo projects about to come. You know what I'm saying? A few of them. So everybody can bring something out of this, at least 3 or 4, 5 of them, sure.
For sure. You got a website anybody can go to keep updated?
Man, everywhere, man. You can follow me on IG, Krayzie_Bone. We got KrazyBoneMusic.com. You can follow me on Facebook, KrazyBoss. Twitter, I am KrazyBone. Yeah, man, it goes down everywhere.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this, man. What legacy do you want to leave, not just as an artist, but as a man?
Man, just you know that being a person that used his talent and gifts to give back to other people in the form of a message, a life-saving message, not just any message. You know, a person that realized, you know, where we are in time and all that good stuff. Yeah, very woke.
You are a devout Jehovah's Witness. Where do you think we are in this time as far as society?
Oh, well, for one, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness because I'm not baptized. You can't be a Jehovah's Witness until you're baptized. So.
Gotcha, my bad.
So I was never baptized, but I have been a Bible student. I was born and raised as a witness, but I very definitely think we're in the last days. Definitely in the last days. I mean, all the signs is pointing to it. Everything from what's going on in politics, you know, the natural disasters, that all this was predicted, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's common sense. Common sense, you're looking around, not one thing that God said that was gonna happen or supposed to be happening has not happened. So that's evidence right there.